Hey, Saw Doctor here, episode 3, porting and polishing. But before we get into that, let's finish up with the mufflers, okay? Here's the 41 muffler that I did. If you look in here, you can see it still retains the spark arrestor, so it's legal, all right? And the 31 muffler, the same. Let's set these out of the way real quick, and this is the 038 Super Muffler, and if I can get it open here. Oh, come on, goodness. That's a nice tight fit. There we go. Okay, so what we did in here is we added a new port, put the baffle on, we ground out the back a little bit for the porting that's going to happen, and then on the front, you see I patched that big gash that they had in there and put this deflector baffle right here, so you can see the flow is going to go through there easier. We'll set that aside. Now the 038 Magnum muffler, if I can get it apart. We didn't change anything on the front at all. We just left it pretty much stock. But now in here, you can see I ground the sides of this out that way. So the exhaust is going this way. And I ground this side out in here. So now the exhaust has free flow into here. And also I ground this out, but also left enough material in there to slide a screen in there. And also on the back of this, I ground that out to accommodate the porting and polishing part. So we're done with the mufflers. We'll get back to them when we get ready to assemble the saw. Porting and polishing. This is not for the faint of heart, so I want you to take your time. There is no rush, and we're going to start out with baby steps, just so you can get comfortable with it. Now, this is the 38 cylinder, and on here I need to show you a couple of things. Get my scribe here. The shiny area here is all that you need to grind out because your boot comes up against this dark spot right here that you see. But I just go ahead and grind all of this out down here like that. So it's going to look like that in the end. A couple other items that I wanted to show you is on the back side of this cylinder. And this is a cheap Chinese junk cylinder. This is why I cut this in half. If you look real close right there, there's a pit right there. There's a pit right here, and there's a pit right up in there. There's a piece of junk, but it's really good for educational purposes. So, having said that, all we're going to do to this port right here is we're going to sever this tang off, and we're going to drop this down to about this level right here, and then we're just going to square the sides up. Remember, we're making a really light modify. We just want this to be able to breathe and exhaust easier. Okay, now over here on the transfer port, there's a lip right here. It's really hard to see, but what you're going to do is you're going to maintain this port angle all the way down. So you're going to grind that off right there. So give me just a second and we'll start on that part right there. So one more thing. Bob's in the house. Yeah, he's not giving up on that venom pipe, that's for sure. I know a homie guy, loves home lights. I got an XL12 cap. Maybe I'll attach that to an XL12 cap and send it out to him. So Bob will be happy finally. All right. Stay tuned. Part 2. We'll be right back.